Hello, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another method of Python, which is sign. So sign function is mainly used to fetch the uh, angle of sign of a given input parameter. Okay, so what it will accept, like it will accept the radians angle in terms of radians, and that for that angle it will return the sign of the angle. Okay, so overall it returns the sign value for the input radians. Now question comes like how we can utilize this function in the Python. So to use this function, first of all we need to import one module because this function comes with a math module. So here I have noted down the line which is import math. So once you include this line, it will import this function, and then throughout the program you can utilize your math module. Now below to this you can see on line number 10 we are using this function. So just write math.sign, and whatever the value you want to pass as a radians you can pass. So for a time being I am passing it as 0, so it will calculate the sign 0 value, and whatever the output we will receive it will be printed with the help of this print statement. So let's verify how it is working and what is the output we are getting. So I will run my program on terminal, python session71.py, and enter, where session71 is my program name and .py is the Python extension. So for the first one, like you can see, it is returning 0, 0.0, which is the equivalent sign value for sign 0. Now look at the second scenario. Here I'm using another function of math module, which is .py. So it will return the pi value, then we are dividing it with 4, and whatever the output we are getting here, we it will be passed as a argument to this sign function, and then that sign function will calculate the sign value of the passed input parameter or radian. So if you try to pass this math.py divide by 4, then the equivalent value will come like this: 0.7071 067811 865476. Clear? Now look at the third scenario. Here we are passing the value, but there is a bit difference. We are just passing the value as a negative value, minus mat.py slash 2. So what it will do? Firstly, it will calculate the mat.py, and then it will divide that mat.py value with 2 and put the minus sign with the output. So you can see it is returning minus 1.0. Now we have fourth scenario. In fourth scenario, what we are doing, we are using this mat.sign function, and it's that parameter we are passing 2 into math.py. So firstly it will multiply 2 with mat.py value, and then it will calculate the sign value for the given input parameter, which will come as a equivalent for minus 2.4429 929 359 829 47 and 064 e to the power 16. Okay, now look at the next scenario, which is the fifth scenario. Here we are passing the value but in terms of decimal, so we are passing 0.01. So it will calculate the sign value for the 0.01, and then whatever the output we will get, it will be printed. So this is the output for the fifth scenario. Now in sixth scenario we are passing the value as 1.5. So when you calculate the sign value for the 1.5, the equivalent value will come like this. Okay, now in seventh scenario we are passing the value, but there is a bit difference. This time we are not passing the value directly, we are using one variable, and then we are storing the value in that variable, and that variable we are passing as an argument. So it will calculate firstly the mat.py divide by 3, and the output would be stored in this x variable, and then this x variable we are passing as a input parameter to this sign function. So it will calculate the value and return the value like this. Okay, so these are the some common scenarios where we can see the difference between different scenarios for the sign function. I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.